How would $10,000 affect your life right now? I'd be slightly less in debt. 10 years ago it would have revolutionized my life. Right now, it would just make it slightly better. Pay my bills for a few months. Or buy 10,000 pounds of pasta. Whichever lends itself to the moment better. I'd only have 17,000 of student loans left instead of 27,000 of student loans left. I could pay off the 2 loans that are slowly bleeding me dry and my car. Go from -$600 per month to about +$300. Would be nice to be able to buy real groceries again. I'm a student at 27. $10,000 will change my life at the moment. Which is depressing. 5 years ago I had $10,000 plus in savings. Now I'm paycheck to paycheck with part-time jobs outside of classes worrying about how I'm gonna eat till the next paycheck. Here's to hoping it'll get better, my dude. Could put a small dent in my mother's chemo bill. It would have no immediate effect as I would put it on my mortgage. I'd be that much closer to financial independence though. I could afford a good divorce lawyer. So pretty good imo. I could finally finish my 40k army. Could be a down payment on the IRS bill this Indian call center says I owe them. It'd mean you just gave a 15-year-old $10,000. Edit. Holy shit. This is my most upvoted comment I've gotten. And a silver. Thanks y'all. It would mean I'm not 2 months from being broke and homeless. That'd be super. I would use the money to buy my girlfriend the nice low-key inexpensive ring she was hoping for and ask her to marry me. Then take us both on an adventure somewhere for 3 weeks. It would go straight to my biggest loan and net me about an extra $100 per month saved on loans. Almost not at all. We're living large over here. Just a sense of relief. Not have to stress about bills too much for a while. I would take my girlfriend out for a very nice and well-deserved overdue night out. Buy my daughter some new books and toys. And put the rest away in my savings. I'd be able to afford 1 or 2 extra nice vacations with my family. So that would be awesome. But it's not a life-altering amount for me right now. Thankfully. It would change my life. I wouldn't be facing losing my home. Wouldn't be living without heat. I wouldn't be wishing for life to be over. I would feel like everything is going to be okay. As it is. I feel like I'm just treading water. It would give me enough breathing room to take of the things that actually need attention. Pay off my small amount of debt. And make me feel like I'm not one thing away from a potential disaster. Chicken nuggets are 10 for $1 at Burger King right now, so. Edit. Thanks buddy. I've seen stranger things gilded, I suppose. I'd be able to take a break from work and afford a therapist. Went from around people all the time and with my so after 8 years and not a full year of marriage. To living with strangers and pretty isolated, save some chats now and then. 28 now. And my life as a between millennial trend continues. I ain't got no tools to make brand new friends after that security I thought I had. And trying to navigate this shit without pro help is getting to me. It would max out my Roth IRA for 2019 and leave me with $4,000 to improve my house. Wouldn't affect me that much. I don't need anything right now. Just saving up for a house in the long term, and $10,000 would only mean waiting a tiny bit less. Edit. Shit, I forgot about all my student debt. Scratch that. I would love $10,000 right now. I'd probably put it towards a much needed new car. I would pay off a credit card from my previous marriage, allowing me to throw some extra dough at my student loan. I'm swimming in debt right now, which is preventing me from fully enjoying and engaging. I'd be able to buy better Christmas presents for people. and the engagement ring I've been looking at. And maybe get started on the bathroom renovations. So, interpersonal benefits and possibly a bathtub. Pretty good. ITD definitely help, but wouldn't be life changing. I could kill my little remaining debt, buy something nice, and add a bit to my investments. I would be able to pay rent and get food. I'm really struggling to eat. I've lost about 20 something pounds recently just rationing what I have left. Not fun. I'd only have about 3 years left of paying off debt rather than the 10. In gigantic ways. Been out of work from injury so bills are piling up. Still trying to come up with how I'm paying rent this month. Bills. Christmas for the kids. At this current stage in life $10. 000 is literally life changing for me. 6 months ago it would have just gone into savings for a house. 6 months from now same thing. But right now it would have an enormous positive effect on me and my family. I wouldn't have to close my business in February, not sure how. But I'm going to make it work. Too close now to let it fail. Would help my wife and I pay for IVF. I could continue to live in my apartment and not have to move in with my parents. Well, I could catch up with my lawyer on the payments for my non-biological daughter's custody case I am fighting, as well as pay off her tuition and take her and my biological daughter to the Great Wolf Lodge like they have been asking. That would be pretty amazing. It would buy my family a nice, reliable car, we always go used, and pay for the rest of my husband's college, allowing us to save the money we would have spent on those things for a house later. Edit to add, I meant start saving more for a house. Massively. I'd be able to get the car checked out to see if it's salvageable and fix it if it is. Then I wouldn't be asking favors so my boyfriend can get to work. I'd be able to get another car for myself maybe. Then I could get out and have a job again without worrying about how I'll get there. I could buy our groceries and stockpile some of the things that we use the most without worrying about whether we'll have enough money for our power bill or not at the end of the month. I could pay off 3 medical bills that need to be paid. But just aren't right now because there's no flex room. I'm stressed all the time and I can't do anything about it right now. I'd like to think I'd be able to breathe a little. My family makes less than 20k a year for 8 in my household. This would be one of the biggest blessings for us. It would pay for our roof we desperately need replaced. Then I could use the money we've saved for the roof to fix our fence that's falling apart. Pay for my daughter daycare during my next semester in college and my son's field trip with his school's gifted program. It would also definitely make Christmas a lot easier too. Give it all to my mother because currently she's supporting 4 people with a single salary. It would get me out of debt. Give me a bit of a cushion to be able to afford to move out of my parents' house. And help pay for some of the fees that will come with trying to get my foreign-born fiancé American citizenship. Considering that it's almost 40k BRL, it would do wonders for me. Basically, if our economy stalls exactly where it is nowadays, in a pretty bad situation TBH, I could live almost 7 years without needing a job. It would mean paying off my payday loan, getting winter boots for my son and repairing my car. It'd almost pay for 1 life extension treatment for liver cancer. I'd pay off a small debt and put the rest towards a holdover $14k snowmobile that's on sale for like $12k. It would allow me to keep writing novels for another 5 months instead of hanging up my laptop and heading back to a desk job. Credit cards paid off and 3k left to replace my car that leaves me sitting in the middle of traffic every other day. Considering my transmission just went out, I could pick up a CL junker to get around on for another couple years. I'd have enough left over to get my wisdom teeth pulled. I'd be able to eat again. Pay off a few bills that are overdue. Get a clunker of a car and be a letter to start working on my mental health so I can start working again with quite a bit to spare for emergency funds. I would have 99 problems, but oh wait, I would still have 100 problems. We are 33 and live very modestly with moderate incomes. It really wouldn't change much except I'll pay my house off faster. 70k to go. Would get my driver's license, a car, some new clothing since I really need it, some food, probably a new phone since mine isn't doing too well, and start living in a house or room to study again. It would literally have zero effect. Like, sure, I'd be pretty happy and smiling for about 10 minutes, but I would go back about my day. I would pay to go to the coding bootcamp I really want to attend. It's my passion and I have been trying to self-teach myself, but you just don't learn certain things by yourself. My fiancé is in school right now, so it just really isn't the right choice financially for me right now, which sucks. It would be amazing. I could buy my dad his medication for his cancer so he isn't in pain because his stain insurance won't pay for it. It would mean that I would throw a party and get wasted. Also, it would include really regretting my decisions because I could really use it to pay tuition fees or essentials. I would use it to fix up me mum's house bathrooms and send her on a long holiday to her homeland, which she hasn't been to in over 10 years, to see my brothers and her other family. It would give me the security to walk away from my husband and start a new life without him. I would be able to drastically increase my credit report by paying off these damn credit cards that are slowly eating away at me. 39-year-old college student trying to better my life, and it's be a hell of a struggle. I'd be able to pay off the rest of my debt with just enough for a nice dinner to celebrate. Close bracket. I would look at my account and it would have $10. 000 more dollars in it. Outside of that, it wouldn't really affect anything. I live pretty modestly. My first thought would be to use 1,000 on Christmas gifts. 1,000 into my checkings and then the rest save it in my savings. Kinda simple, but it's def what I'd need right now. As much as I would love to say it would get me a few cool trips and shopping sprees, realistically what I would do if I randomly found $10k would be a bit more reasonable. It would be enough for me to quit my dead-end job and actually go to school. It wouldn't cover all my living expenses, but it would cover tuition and books, etc. I figure that way I can eventually afford my cool trips and shopping sprees myself, lol. What I should do? Reduce my debt to zero. I have $9k left in debt. What I would do? Convert it to $10. 000 in Steam wallet in preparation for the winter holiday Christmas sales. Get a better car so I won't have to deal with car troubles for a while. Getting stranded in the cold cause your car decided to quit isn't fun. I signed up to the Navy and at the last hurdle found out my outgoings were too high for the salary I would be paid, so I was ineligible to join. $10k would clear all my current outgoings with about $500 to spare. I'd be able to move away so my girlfriend doesn't have to deal with all the shit that's been going on in our hometown. People have been spreading rumors and it's become a fairly high profile thing with lots of rumors against her, and it's really starting to take its toll. I just wish we could leave it all behind for a while so we can both move on without all the judgment, because it's killing me to see her upset.